Hey you all, once again welcome back to my channel. How are you? Students, I hope you all are doing well and you all have been learning through my video lessons regularly. Yes? So students, let's begin with our today's video lesson. But before beginning with the video lesson, you have to do three things for me. You have to like the video, you have to subscribe to my channel so that you will not miss any further updates, and you have to share the video lessons with your friends and classmates. Alright, so let's get started. So students, in this module, we will begin with a new chapter from your grammar, that is active and passive voice. I know this is the most interesting topic and I know you all are getting curious to understand how active voice is different from passive voice, isn't it? So students, let us begin and understand all the rules associated with active and passive voice. So let's get started. So students, to understand the difference between active and passive voice, first we need to see the definition. So what is the definition of active voice? A sentence is written in active voice when the subject of the sentence performs the action in the sentence. So students, when more attention has been given to the subject, that time the sentence is said to be in active voice. It means the doer in the sentence is the subject, right? So importance has been given to the subject because subject is the doer, the one who is performing the action. For example, Mohan writes a letter. So students, in this sentence, Mohan is the doer in the sentence. So it means Mohan is the subject, right? Writes is the verb and a letter is the object. So basically what action he is doing? He is writing a letter. So that is why Mohan is the subject and a letter is the object. So a subject that acts upon its verb, right? So this is the active voice. Now what happens in passive voice? In passive voice, a sentence is written in passive voice when the subject of the sentence has an action done to it by someone. So now somebody else is doing the action to the subject. So students, let us see the example. A letter is written by Mohan. This is the example of passive voice. So here a letter is the subject, written is the verb. Students, you must pay attention on the fact that every time whenever you are changing a sentence from active to passive, it will always take verb third form, right? And you will be adding by plus at the end what will come? Your object. So let us see how we can actually change a sentence into passive voice from active voice. Mohan writes a letter. So here Mohan is the subject and a letter is the object. But when you will change this into passive voice, your object will come at the first position. Are you understanding? Your object will become the subject and your subject will become the object. A letter is written by Mohan. So students, can you see, just to make you clear, I have written new subject, new object. Okay. So here the action is acted upon someone. A letter is written by Mohan. So a letter has taken the position of subject. That is why it is my new subject. Clear? Now let's understand how our pronoun changes from subjective case to objective case. So students, our pronoun also changes in subjective and objective case. Okay. So if in subjective case I have pronoun I, it will change into me in objective case. Pronoun you remains the same. It will be you in objective case. Then he will change into him, she will change into her, and it remains it. There is no change. Okay. We will change into us and they will change into them. So students, now when we have understood the definition of active and passive voice, and we have also understood that how our pronoun changes from subjective to objective case. Let us quickly learn that how exactly we can change a sentence in different tenses. Alright, so let us quickly see to change the sentence from active to passive voice in different form of tenses. So students, let's try to see that how a sentence changes from active to passive voice. Let us see with the help of few examples. Sheila has baked a cake. So students, this is the example of active voice. Here, who's the subject? Who's the doer in the sentence? Here, Sheila has baked the cake. So Sheila is the subject. Has is the helping verb. Baked is the main verb and a cake is the object, right? But how it will be changing in passive voice? Students, you must understand that to change my sentence into passive voice, I should have the structure object plus helping verb plus verb third form plus by plus subject. So here it will change like this. A cake has been baked by Sheila. So students, here verb third form is the most important element to change our active voice into passive voice. Okay. So verb 3 is very important. V3 and V3 plus by plus subject, because subject comes at the end. So this is the most important structure. Students, now let us try to understand how our active voice is changing into passive voice in continuous tense. So, Sheetal is singing a song. So here, Sheetal is the subject and song is the object. But in passive voice, what will be the concept? A song has become the subject. A song is being sung by Sheetal, right? So now Sheetal has become the object. So there is a shift in the subject and object. Now students, you must be thinking that what is the rule? What is the concept? That sometimes in the sentence there is a usage of been, that is B-E-E-N, and sometimes we are using being, that is B-E-I-N-G. So to clear your doubt, I will be telling you a simple quick tip so that you will always remember the difference, that how we'll be using both of these. Okay, so let's see the structure first. Now students, always remember that whenever you are changing a sentence from active to passive voice, you must have this structure. Object plus is MR. Students, is MR we will be using for present tense, present continuous. Okay. Was were, this helping verb we will be using for past, as you know that we use was were in the case of past. Plus, now comes the most important element, that is being, B-E-I-N-G, being plus verb third form plus by plus subject. So here by is also very important. So let us understand this with the help of an example. I am writing a poem. So students, here I is the subject, writing is the verb and a poem is the object. But how I will be changing this in passive voice? In passive voice, a poem will come at the first position. A poem is being written by me. You all remember that to change the active voice into passive voice, it is very important to always take verb third form. Then you have to add by plus subject. So students, here in the subjective case, I had I, but it will change in the objective case into me. So I will change into me. I cannot say a poem is being written by I. Grammatically, my sentence structure should be correct. Okay. So that is why it is important to change the subjective case also into objective case. Now students, here is a quick tip to remember. To change active voice into passive voice, you have to use always verb third form. Okay, always remember this. This is the most important rule. Then, now whenever you will forget that how actually the formula goes, where you have to use BEEN, bean, and where you have to use BEING. I'm telling you a quick tip. In continuous tense, you always have to use being plus verb third form plus by plus subject. Students, always remember, doesn't matter whether you are dealing with present tense or you are dealing with past tense, whenever continuous tense comes, you have to use being, that is BEING, right? And whenever you will be talking about perfect tense, you have to use been, that is BEEN plus verb third form plus by plus subject. So this is the golden rule. If you will remember this, you will never be confused for using the correct formula. Okay, let us try to understand this with the help of an example. Now students, here I have one example in present continuous tense. He is playing football. So here in this sentence, you can see I have already marked everything. He is the subject and football is the object, right? Because this is my active voice. But in passive voice, it will change. Football is being played by him. So here, football is the object that has come to the first position. Is, then the rule says being plus verb third form plus by plus subject. So students, here being is very important. In continuous tenses, we use being, BEING plus verb third form plus by plus subject. Whereas in perfect tenses, we use been, that is BEEN along with verb third form plus by plus subject. He has broken the window. This is the example of perfect tense. So pay attention here. He has broken the window. This is my active voice. Here, he is the subject and window is the object. But when it will change into passive voice, the window has been broken by him. So students, here the window has become the object, right? This is coming at the first position, has been broken by him. So he has changed into him. Pronoun also changing, right? So here been plus verb third form plus by plus subject. So students, I hope you are understanding this concept. So now when we have understood about the definition, the difference in active and passive voice and the change in the pronoun, let us quickly see the rules associated with other tenses which we can exactly change in active and passive voice. So let's have a look on the other tenses. So students, now let us see that how active voice changes into passive voice in different tenses. Let's start with simple present tense. So the structure goes like, in active voice, subject plus verb first form or verb fifth form plus object. But it will change into passive like subject plus is MR. Students, you have to take the helping verb according to the subject plus verb third form plus by plus object. Make sure that whenever you are changing an active voice into passive voice, it will always take verb third form plus by and plus object. So let's see the example. He checks all items. All items are checked by him. So this is how we have to transform, right? Now let us see in present continuous tense. In present continuous tense, for active voice, my structure is subject plus is MR plus verb fourth form, that is ing form, plus object. So it will take the passive voice like subject plus is MR, then being plus verb third form plus by plus object. So students, I have already told you that it is very important that whenever you see continuous tense, you always have to choose being, BEING, being plus verb third form, this is mandatory, plus by plus object. So let's see the example. They are destroying forests. Forests are being destroyed by them. Okay. Let us see in present perfect tense. Students, in present perfect, I have the structure of active voice subject plus has have plus verb third form plus object. But it will change into passive like subject plus has have been. So here I have to add BEEN, been, plus verb third form plus by plus object. So let's see the example. He has broken the window. The window has been broken by him. So students, I need to understand that my subject will take the place of object and my object will take the place of subject. In present perfect continuous, there will be no change. Then let us see in past tense. Students, in past tense, my structure will be for active voice subject plus verb second form plus object. They founded this institute in 2001. And how it will take passive voice? Subject plus was were plus verb third form plus by plus object. Every time you have to take care that whenever you are taking active voice and changing into passive, it will always take verb third form. Okay, doesn't matter which tense we are dealing with, every time it will be transformed using verb third form. So this institute was founded in 2001. Now student, why I have used was? Because of the past tense. Students, let's see the structure of past continuous. In past continuous, if my active voice structure is subject plus was were plus verb fourth form plus object, it will change into passive voice in subject plus was were being plus verb third form plus by plus object. So here I told you, whenever you will see continuous tense, you will always use BEING, being along with the verb third form plus by is the most important element and object. So let's see the example. They were using the old umbrella. So how it will change in passive? The old umbrella was being used by them. Okay. Let's see past perfect. The structure goes like subject plus had plus verb third form plus object. It will change into subject plus had been plus verb third form plus by plus object. Okay, so students, been will be common. BEEN will be common for perfect tense. You just need to check whether it is present perfect or past perfect. If it will be present, you will be using has been. If it will be past perfect, you will be using had been. Okay. They had taken a decision. Then in passive voice, a decision had been taken by them. Okay. You all know that we have to change the pronoun also. Then what happens in past perfect continuous? In past perfect continuous, there is no change, right? So students, now let's have a look on the future tense. Now let's learn how to change our simple future from active to passive. So the structure goes like subject plus will shall plus verb first form plus object. So how it will take its passive voice? Subject plus will shall plus be plus verb third form plus by plus object. So let's see the example. They will start a new factory. This is active voice. How it will be transformed? A new factory will be started by them, right? So we have to change the subject into object and object will be changed into subject. We shall support their views. Their views shall be supported by us. Okay, let's see future continuous. So there will be no change in future continuous. Then what about future perfect? In future perfect, the structure goes like subject plus will shall have plus verb third form plus object. How it will take its passive voice? Subject plus will shall have been plus verb third form plus by plus object. So let's see the example. Teacher will have finished correction. So this is the active case. How it will be transformed into passive? Correction will have been finished by the teacher. So here the most important element is transforming subject into object and object into subject, right? Then we need to check the helping verb correctly and verb third form plus by plus object. This is the most important element. Then let's see the last one, future perfect continuous. In future perfect continuous, there will be no change. So it remains the same. So students, I hope you have understood this table. Students, to learn the concept of active and passive better, you must need to focus on the quick tip which I have told you. That is very easy and that is easy to remember, right? So you have to pay attention that whenever you see continuous tenses, you have to use being, being, okay? And verb third is common for all. You will always be using verb third form for transformation of active sentences into passive sentences, okay? And for your perfect tenses, you will be using been, B-E-E-N, been, along with verb third form plus by, the most important element, and the object, right? So note down all the rules carefully and do practice your grammar exercises for better and clearer understanding, okay? So students, that's it for today's class. I hope you have understood the content well. So now I'll meet you all in the next video lesson. Till then, you take care of yourselves and you keep on learning. And yes, before going, make sure you hit the like button, you subscribe to my channel and you share my video lessons with your friends and classmates. Alright, bye-bye. Take care.